and keep the money.
This is about to happen in like a couple months. Like I'm about to graduate.
You're not like videoing me, are you?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you just meant like sound. On your acceptance.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And then I know that you emailed me about seeing a room. You will see a room today. So that I saw that you were coming and I was like, oh perfect, I can just tell her then. Yeah, so what kind of questions do you have? Like, where are you in your process?
I'm pretty firm that I'm going here.
Okay, good.
It's more so, athletics. Because at first I didn't want to run in college or not. So now I'm kind of thinking I should. And then my dorm and if there are any more like scholarship opportunities, maybe. Because it's been pretty affordable. Like my financial aid package said that I only had like $141 to like pay immediately. So I'm not really like concerned with that, but you know.
Now, have you been in touch with Coach Renner?
I did contact him yesterday, and we're supposed to have lunch together.
Oh, perfect. So, today. Wicked.
What are the questions?
I think we have like meal tickets that you can use. I don't know if I think sometimes athletics covers their recruits, but I don't know if because you contacted him and this is sort of the meet and greet.
Okay.
If we'll give you the ticket or they'll give you the ticket.
Okay, right? So he didn't really like go into that.
So we'll give you a ticket either way.
Okay.
Actually, and it's a pre-professional track, which means that you would major in bio. We do have general biology. You would major in bio. And then you would be on the pre-med track, which would give you an advisor in both. You'd have a bio advisor and a pre-med advisor. They will basically work together to make sure that you're taking all the classes that we have here on campus to be marketable to med school and getting any internships, experiential opportunities, and learning opportunities outside the classroom for that as well. There's actually a really cool, I just found out about it, there's a really cool Jan term class that the pre-med program hosts or puts together with University of Maryland Hospital, where you get to go for 3 weeks and sort of immerse yourself into that. You get to check out some shock trauma stuff. I know that within the program you have to do some emergency room and you have to sort of dabble in all the different kinds of medicine, so that way you're ready to sort of jump into med school when you graduate. And so we do have that path. And it's one of those things where, like pre-med track, you don't have to major in bio. You could major in psychology, you could major in kinesiology, you could really, maybe not English, but like you could major in a couple of different things. You don't have to do bio, and we'd still be able to get you, as long as you're using your resources and doing all of the experiential opportunities and things like that, we'd still be able to get you to a med school after you graduate. I also saw that you're interested in athletic training. We have a bookstore, which you will see on tour. It is, you can't see it from here, but basically if you go out our door and go, if you go out the door and go across the road and down through the little, in between the buildings, get to Decker College Center, which is right in the center of campus. That's where the dining hall is. That's also where the bookstore is. That's also where the president's office is. His office is right in the center of campus. But the bookstore is there, and they have t-shirts and shorts and sweatpants and sweatshirts. They have almost anything that you could possibly want, except I don't think they have socks.
Okay.
I do a lot of stuff, so any questions you guys have, just feel free to ask. So here, this White House, this is our president's house. That's Dr. Casey's house. So he's been here since 2010, so he's coming up on his 10th year. No, I'm not going here. So Dr. Casey actually lives here. He's super awesome. He has students in his house a lot for dinner, which is cool. He actually just did on Wednesday night because, sorry if it's hard to hear. He will like pick a random group of students and invite them to his house, and they have dinner there, and then he'll take them to see the opening night of whatever like play or musical we have going on. So he usually does that once a semester. Like, if you can't watch like the Grammys or the Oscars or something, if you follow at Dr. Raj, he'll give you all your updates.
I'm doing
He also is like always one of the first people to wish me happy birthday on Facebook.
Oh, that's
he does
cute.
that for everybody. He's really awesome. And he's like all around campus. He eats in the dining hall. He goes to sporting events. He watches volleyball with me. Like, he's very nice. You'll see him. He'll know you, what sport you play, what you're studying. So here, there's 3 buildings all connected. That one, this way, like this hall, is the resuscitation hall. So all down here, and if you go up the steps, same thing. Classes are sociology, business, economics, and then communication and cinema. So all those classes are usually here, and then the professors' offices and like the departments are all there too.
Okay.
That down there is Winslow Center. It's home of 2 things. One is our ROTC program, which is turning 100 this year. Next month they're doing a big celebration. It's one of the oldest on the East Coast. And then also our wellness centers in there. So it's business hours Monday through Friday. If you have a cold, a cough, a stomach bug, anything like that, they'll take care of it, and then we get outside. But you always call campus safety first if you have an emergency, like if you need to go to the hospital or something, because campus safety is here. So call them first, and they'll help you call 911, handle your emergency if you need to go to the hospital. And then we're only 10 minutes away from Carroll Hospital, and also like 12, 15 minutes away from urgent care if you ever need them. There's lots of stuff. You can take like creative writing or poetry, or you can take Japanese art history. Like, there's a bunch of different stuff you can do. So I talked about campus safety just a little bit more, because I mentioned them back there. They're here 365 days a year for anything that you need, really. There are on-campus police force. You can go to Owings Mills Metro Station, get into Baltimore. And then they also have a break shuttle, or they also have a break shuttle. So for people who live in like California and need to go home for Christmas break, they email you like a couple weeks ahead of time and ask if you need to be accommodated, and then they'll take you to BWI to go home for the break. Memorial Chapel, we call it Big Baker because there's another Baker Chapel on the other side of campus that's smaller. So this one is Big Baker. We used to be Methodist in the 70s, but we're not anymore. So we don't have any organized service on campus, but there's lots of groups that either have their own services or go to service together in town. So if you're interested in worship on campus, there's plenty of opportunity. There's FCA, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes. There's InterVarsity. There's Jewish Student Union. There's a bunch. Now we use the chapel as a meeting space, so we'll do guest speakers up at the top, choir concerts, induction ceremonies, things like that. And then downstairs we have a couple of professors' offices in philosophy and world language. You do have to take world language as part of the McDaniel plan. You have to take 2 semesters of the same world language, but you don't have to take them consecutively if you don't want to. But most people take it in high school. It's usually a requirement. So you take a placement test over the summer before you get here, and depending on how you score, you might have to take a part 2, like a spoken part, when you come for orientation. But generally, however you score on that test, like you might waive one or both of those semesters, so you might not have to take any depending on how you score. So this is the library. This is super. 2 important parts here. One is right here. This is Casey's Corner. It's our on-campus coffee shop. It's named after Dr. Casey's parents because he built it when he came here. They serve Starbucks-style coffee, which is awesome. You can't use your Starbucks gift card here, but you can use your Barnes & Noble gift card at the bookstore, and Starbucks is like 2 miles away from here. Same thing with Dunkin'. I like Dunkin' better. It's same distance. It's literally like in the same shopping center, basically. So lots of people like studying here, do tutoring in here. And if you go like back to the right, there's a little bit more of So this is Hoover. This is the main floor, and there's 4 more. There's 2 up and 2 down. The 2 below are quiet and silent floors, so if you really need to go, no distractions, you can be down there. And then upstairs, it's more like tables and kind of group study setup. But on all of the floors, there's like group rooms that you can reserve to work together that are basically soundproof. Same thing as Charleston Lab, there's Macs and PCs out here, so whichever one you prefer to work on is fine. You don't have to bring your own laptop to campus. Most people have their own laptop and choose to bring one, but you don't have to. We have 9 computer labs on campus, so there's plenty of computers. So yeah, if you want to bring one, that's great. Same thing with printer. You can have your own printer in your dorm or your apartment or whatever, but part of your tuition, you get $20 of printing here or at any of our computer labs per semester, and it's only 5 cents a page, so you get like 400 pages every semester. So you can have your own printer for convenience, but you're already paying for printing here, so it kind of makes sense to just do it on the campus system. And it resets to 20 every semester, so.
That's cute.
Yeah, we always change our book this way. Over there is our IT help desk, so you're in charge of your Daniel ID, so if you lose that, you probably can have something. Here, you can flip these chairs around, do both.
What happened?
I hit my. Why am I recording you for?
Because I'm pretty. Oh. Because I want to be in the video. I don't want to just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you've heard about like our tailgating experience or anything like that, but it's a little bit different. So for football games, what we do is we save the bleachers over there for the visitors, and then all the McDaniel fans sit in the grass, like in the bowl surrounding the stadium. So people bring like anything you can imagine, blankets, couches, grills, yeah, chairs, tents. Like homecoming people will set up their tents like 2 nights before, like to claim their space. Like we've had other teams bring U-Hauls of couches and stuff because they know that they can sit on the hill. So it's really fun because you don't have to. You can tailgate throughout the whole game. Like you can cook the whole time. You don't have to run inside because the game's starting and you can't see anything. You know, like a big stadium that's kind of like enclosed. Yeah, so you can cook the whole time. Also, we're Division III, so all of our regular season sporting events are free. So you can come and go. So if there's a sport you're interested in, just for fun, you can do that.
Okay.
Out here is Red Square, so this is like the center of campus. Campus is nice and small, which is great because you don't need a car ever to get to class, unless you really, really want to. You feeling extra lazy that day, which I definitely do sometimes because my apartment's over there, but I work in admissions, so sometimes I drive there. But campus is about 20 minutes end-to-end walking if you walk slow. So, like if you walk from the furthest apartment that way all the way to the art studio, it would take you about 20 minutes if you were taking your time. Which is nice because if you wake up late, you're never too far from where you need to go, so you can probably still make it to class on time.
Right.
But yeah, this is like the center of campus. When it's nice out, like in the first couple months of school, people are out here like playing their guitars, sitting on blankets, like doing homework. Sometimes you can convince your professor to have class out here, which my professor did in April or in September. It was like 70 degrees one day and he wanted to go outside, so we had class like right over there. Usually like we'll put the chairs in a little circle up on that top level and your professor will lecture at you from the bottom or something. So we use the space for a lot of stuff. And then the bell is one more piece of like just the tradition. So this is the cornerstone of our old main building when everything was all rearranged a long time ago. And so we're in Hill Hall. This is like our main academic building. There's lots of classes in here. You have political science, international studies, women's studies, which happy International Women's Day. Yeah. I've got my woman shirt on. So, and then we also have history, English, honors classes are in here, world language because there's not a lot of classroom space where those professors' offices are in the chapel, so classes happen in here. I think I covered it. Oh, social work's in here too. So you'll probably be in here every year, if not every semester, doing something. And then there's a couple important things in here. So this is our free press office. That's our student-run, student-edited newspaper. You don't have to be a journalism minor or a writing major or anything like that to write for the free press. It's a club. So if you want to get involved with them, it's super easy. They're always looking for articles. Two of my roommates are editors for the free press. And if you want to follow them like on Facebook, you can follow them that way and read the articles like that as well. In here, Writing Center is a really good resource if you are a first year student, but really just a good resource in general. They'll open up in like the middle of the day. But it's all student tutors in there, so it's typically juniors and seniors, but they're not just English majors or writing minors or anything like that. There's students in there in business and biology and things like that. So this is Enzer Lounge. This is like our little living room on campus.
Okay.
You can use the furniture for whatever, like this stuff, and rearrange it all the time for whatever you need it for. It slides super easily. The students picked all the furniture in this room, which is cool. That was Dr. Casey a couple years ago. He brought in like furniture samples and said like, sit on it, what looks nice, what's comfortable, and then he took our top suggestions and put them right in. So this is really our space. There's also a piano over there. People play it all the time. It's usually pretty nice. Those gray bean chairs are really good for a nap. Just FYI, they're really comfortable. We use the space for whatever we need it for. Sometimes clubs will meet here if they really want to. Like I said, people play music in here, take naps, or whatever. Back there on the right is Dr. Casey's office. So if you ever need to meet with him, you can go in and talk to him. Education department is. I just had class here an hour ago. It's my neuroscience class. So you have the education department in here. You have the psychology department. You have American Sign Language and Deaf Studies, and then you have the graduate programs in here. I have the SAS office down the hall. So SAS is Student Academic Support and Services. So that's for anybody with a documented learning difference or learning disability. That office is in charge of getting them the resources, accommodations that they need. They have a couple different services that are really awesome. They do peer tutoring service, so that's another paid job on campus if you want to be a SAS tutor. In that tutoring job, you work one-on-one with the same student for one class, and you build, it's up to 3 hours a week, you build a regular schedule with that one student. On my apartment, there's a coping with stress one where you take naps and you do yoga, and then acupuncturist comes in, things like that. Or you can go abroad for a Jan term if you want. That's when most people choose to go abroad because it's less expensive because it's a shorter amount of time. If you're nervous about going abroad, you go for 3 weeks and then you come back. And it's really cool, like specialized programs. We're a D3 school, part of the Centennial Conference, so that just means we're 100 years old or older. We're 151 now, 152 actually, turning 2019. But all the schools we play are up on banners on the wall. So like we play Haverford, Gettysburg, Johns Hopkins, Bryn Mawr, an all-girls school. Our main court is over here, and so that's where all our official volleyball, basketball, and wrestling matches are. Sometimes wrestling happens in there though. And then the curtain can separate the other courts. If you lift it up, we have 2 full-size regulation courts perpendicular to this one. So we have 3 full-size courts in there. For the official games though, for like volleyball and basketball, they bring in, there's another set of bleachers over there that they bring over like behind the scoreboard, so it's kind of like a boxed in, more like stadium feel. Like I said, same thing as the outdoor events, all the sporting events are free, so you can come and go as you please. Basketball tends to do a lot of double headers, which I really enjoy. So the men will play at 1 and the women will play at 3 or vice versa, and it's free. So I just make sure I don't have any homework to do that day at all, and then I spend hours watching basketball in the winter. So that's what I like to do. That's a good option. Now, like, so that's a big deal for them. But then some of the classrooms are up there, so they actually kind of function like like a skybox, I guess.
So like
gym,
athletic
nice.
training and stuff like that would be maybe here?
Yeah, so if you're looking for like the trainer's office or anything like that, or like when you're working with the trainer through a sports team, you'll probably be in here or downstairs. But this is our weight room. So downstairs is all the strength-based workouts. And then, so that's free weights and then machines. And then if you go upstairs is all your cardio-based workout. So your bikes and treadmills, ellipticals are up there. And then above our heads is kind of like an open area. There's mats over there, exercise balls, kettlebell weights and stuff are up there. Fitness centers for all students and athletes. So this is where our athletes work out. They post a schedule though, which you can see it's on that bulletin board on the bottom left, like horror fiction and things like that. He does one to Belgium and like Transylvania, and it's a hunting for Dracula, and so they like follow the Dracula book, and they will go to like all the different places that Dracula went in the book, and it's kind of like history but also an English trip.
Right.
So there's lots of different options for going abroad for a Jan term. You just have to take one.
Okay.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be abroad, but if you want to go abroad, that's a good way. This is Gill, obviously. This is our home of athletics. So that way is Old Gill. There's lots of coaches' offices that way. And we do our intramurals in the Old Gill Gymnasium. Back there, those doors, those are the North Village apartments. That's where I live right now. So it's typically juniors and seniors in there because we do a top-down housing lottery. I'm going to take you into a freshman dorm though, so you get to see it. But some of them have kitchens. All of these ones do actually, and then our other set of apartments, some have kitchens, some don't. So these two buildings right here, 4 lines, and then the one on the right is Daniel McClay Hall. We call it DMC. They're both honors housing options if you're interested in the honors program. Did you apply to the honors program?
No.
No? Okay. In case you're interested, you can still apply in your freshman year to start in your sophomore year if you decide it's something you want to do. So first year honor students can choose to live in DMC if they want to, but you don't have to. Like if you know somebody you want a room with that's not going to be in the honors program, you don't have to live there.
Okay.
But that's a little different because it's suite style instead of dorm style like we're about to see. So suite style here, it means different things. Like at Towson, suite style means you and your roommates have a room and then other people have a room and they're connected by a bathroom. That's not what it is here. So here, it's like your floor of people is usually about 11 people, maybe 13 if you live at the tip top. But you have a common room, so you have a living room with couches and chairs and like a game table and a console. You can read a TV, you can decorate it however you want. You have private bathrooms instead. So instead of like a hall bathroom with a bunch of stalls and sinks and showers, you have 3 bathrooms that all have their own sink and own toilet and own shower, which is nice. You're in charge of like vacuuming, like making sure your bathroom stays clean, which is a trade-off because here like housekeeping takes care of the bathroom and the halls. But I think it's worth it because you have that space where you can all hang out. Like the private bathrooms is nice. So if you're interested in honors after your first year, that's somewhere you can live. And then once you are a sophomore and above, you can live here. I really think you can live in 4 lines after your first year if you want. So yeah, it's directly connected to the dining hall, so people will come to breakfast on a day like today in like shorts and a tank top because they don't have to go outside to get to the dining hall. They just go straight downstairs. So artist tell is living here. Standard double room. This is for the area coordinator. That's somebody who works in residence life that's in charge of a certain number of dorm buildings. So this is just a showroom. Nobody lives here. People will just give it's my room. Next thing, you have a lot more stuff in this.
Oh, this is actually like not that small.
No, yeah, our dorms are pretty big, which is great. This is standard double. It's really not going to be smaller than this. Everything that's wooden that you see comes with the room. So the wardrobes, the desk and the chair, the beds, the dressers. It depends where you live, what you might end up with. So like you stream live TV through Comcast, which is great. And then we do Green Stream, which is another cool thing where we get movies online. I just watched A Star is Born, which is like a relatively new movie, but I just watched that last weekend for free in my room. So we get to vote on which movies they buy the rights to. And if they're just decorative, you never use them whenever you're not supposed to have them. So like, don't have them out on display when fire drills are happening or when you're going home to break or anything like that, just to avoid problems. But otherwise, it's
my eyes keep watering every time we go outside.
Starting to flurry a little bit more. We're almost done now.
Yay!
Well, everyone gets a mailbox and mailbox key. You can send and receive paper mail packages. They'll email you when a package comes in so you know to come get it.
Okay.
But they'll usually also tell you where it came from. So like, you know if it's your online order or like if your mom sent you a care package or something like that.
She is free.
So it's super easy. Saturday and Sunday, most people sleep in and like stay in their house or go out to eat or whatever, so they open like dinner to midnight. But they have a TV around the corner, so like they'll put on sporting events or like major news or anything like that. And it's all like your grilled comfort food stuff, but always chicken tenders every Thursday, and they're really, really good. So they're so popular that we had to put chicken tenders on both lines now. They usually were just on this one, but the lines were so long we had to offer it on both spots. So we just got a new food provider this semester, and it is fantastic. Like, the food tastes good, but also like I feel good about eating it, which is nice. And there's different options. They run on like a 3-week rotation, a 3 or 4 week rotation, I can't remember. So you're not eating the same thing like every Monday is the same thing. Chicken tenders are really like the only staple that happen every Thursday. But they make really good fresh food. All their dressings are made in-house, all their sauces, all their pizza, like all that stuff is made here. It's really good stuff. And they do like theme days and theme nights. They do a Death by Chocolate, which is like lectures on their table over in the middle of like just chocolate covered things and desserts. They do roll your own sushi kind of nights. They'll have different themes all the time. In the center we have all our drink products, and then we have soy milk, furnace milk, park. That's the other freshman dorm, so that's the one that's like girls floor, guys floor kind of situation. And then there's a gallery up at the top for student and faculty exhibits. And then this is the Little Baker Chapel that I mentioned earlier. Same thing as the big one. We do like choir concerts, induction ceremonies there. We have an improv comedy troupe on campus called Danger Sauce, and they perform in there a lot of times. It's $1 to go to their shows every other Friday. People also can get married here. That happens every once in a while. Like people who like met each other at McDaniel, who are in the Theater Honor Society. But we put on 4 major productions a year. There's one going on right now. We're doing Clybourne Park, which is a spin-off of Raisin in the Sun. That's a play.
Oh yeah, I love that.
We do actual painting. So before we get back inside, do you guys have any general questions like about McDaniel and what it's like or anything?
No. Actually, like I really like it.
It's really good campus life. Like I said, the community is like the biggest thing here. Like people hold the doors for each other and smile at each other. Like, because it's a small campus, you see the same people frequently. So like, there's that one kid that you walk past every Wednesday on your way to class, and you will just eventually like you have this silent understanding of each other. You just smile at each other. Like everybody's super nice. So. People look out for each other. People will drive people in their honor societies to faraway places just because they need a ride.
What do you think?
I loved it. This makes me want to go to college.
You're more than welcome to.
I really like this one though. I mean, it's granted the first university I've ever been to, but
Oh, you? I got my hat on.
oh my gosh.
Hey, man. look like I just got back from a hunting expedition or something.
Hey, I look pretty cute when I go hunting.
Hashtag might go to college. Hashtag might get my life together. Girl. Alright. Time to get our merch. Girl, I've been wanting a shirt. I was save up to rent or buy. Oh, that's textbooks. Oh, this is cute. I should get my mom one of these. And it's only $20 for these. That's not. Look at this jacket. Look at this. All right. That concludes the tour. I really like it. And yes, I'll be going to McDaniel and I will be running cross country and track and all that good stuff. So